I can do 10 minutes. Then I'm going to get something to eat. I'm hungry as heck, man. What is up? Hey, I'm going to play the new song at the end, man. I'm going to play it at the end. How about that? Check it out, man. I see my man down at the courthouse also. Hey, he's saying I spoke directly with Janice Combs. Everything she said, Diddy team were following me. Wait a minute. Everything she said, Diddy's team was following me. What? Hey, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I gotta see this, man. And I'm hungry, y'all. Let's check this bad boy.
So, I spoke to Janice Combs directly myself, one-on-one. We had a conversation. She was in the cafeteria. It was very interesting. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Subscribe and let's get straight into this video where Janice Combs was in the cafeteria. Now, when we went into the courtroom and we initially went in there for the hearing of his bail, which we now know has been denied, that was meant to take place at 1 p.m. to 1:30. We sat in there until 2:15 p.m. and then the marshals, I believe, told us in the courtroom that there's been a huge delay in the arguments being presented. Everything's going to be closed in the courtrooms and the overflow rooms. You all need to leave and return at 5 p.m. So we thought to ourselves, what do we do now? You know, I went live outside the courtroom, but of course, you know, I'd rather sit inside the courtroom because the crowds were huge. Fights and chaos was breaking out outside. People were pouring baby oil on other people and etc. It was a lot. And so I felt because of that, there'll be more barricades putting up, that it will just be more difficult to get back into the courtrooms. So I thought, let me go in earlier with a few other people there, a few other court reporters. Let's go in a slightly earlier and go up to the cafeteria and just grab some food. The food, I'm not mad at. There was a lot of options there. I was very hungry. Didn't have time to eat in the morning. I woke up, ran to the courthouse because the verdict was happening so early on in the morning. Grab some food and we sit on a table, and what we see, you know, right in the corner, like we're sitting here, and then at the end of the room, we see people. Now I can spot that wig a mile away, okay? I can spot it a mile away. So I knew immediately that was Janice because it was giving synthetic. So I knew that she was there and she was sitting with a group of people. So I'm thinking, okay, Janice is there. Like, you know, I'm surprised that she's with us sitting all in the cafeteria. I thought she'd be in a separate room because none of Diddy's children, his daughters and sons, were there. They probably left the courthouse and were chilling in their car or somewhere from the back entrance. Although I doubt that because you would have seen that. Or maybe they're in a completely separate room. And I thought to myself, why isn't Janice there? Why is she sitting with her family? I just don't understand. She then gets up and I was like to people, oh, I want to speak to her. Like, shall we all speak to her? Whatever. Shall we say something? Hello or whatever. She already was saying hello to people. But there was somebody sitting on my table who had been waving at her continuously. So therefore she recognized him. She approached him.
Yeah, she was very nice to everybody, man. She stood outside the courtroom and was waving. Thank y'all. Thank you for all your support. Thank y'all for being here. You know, and a lot of people are like, we not here for, you know, we want to see him burn. Why would your kid? I said, man, stop saying, y'all don't need to say that type of stuff to her. Yeah, some of the paparazzis want to get ugly. Why would you say that, man? I mean, dude, they got a lot on their plate, man. Let them be. They already thinking about some stuff. You a nobody just yelling at them and you got a cell phone in your hand. They up there like this, paparazzi style, cell phone in it. Come on, man. Looking like a...
And they were having a conversation. And then I was like, hi, Janice. My bad. Was somebody sitting on my table who had been waving at her continuously. So therefore she recognized him. She approached him and they were having a conversation. And then I was like, hi, Janice. How are you? And she's like, I'm good. I'm like, well, you know, what are your thoughts on the verdict? And she said, I'm bringing my baby home. Well, auntie, his bail was denied. You're not bringing your baby home. You're not bringing your baby home. She looks great. She's 84 years old. She looks great. Fantastic for her age. Outside of the wigs, it's just the wig. And, you know, people think that I have something personal against her. Honestly.
Nah, I ain't nothing personal against her. I ain't down with the wig thing either. I don't like wigs. I mean, you can't help but see her thinking positive. He's coming home. You can't help it. there's no way in the world, dude. I said, there's no way in the world this man man, I was sick. I was sick to my stomach yesterday. I was like, there's no way in the world. Okay, I'll wait till I get to the end.
Well, Auntie, his bail was denied. You're not bringing your baby home.
Bail was denied.
You're not bringing your baby home.
That's the right answer, man.
She looks great. She's 84 years old. She looks great, fantastic for her age. Outside of the wigs, it's just the wig. And people think that I have something personal against her. Honestly, I don't. I feel like she has had bad things that she's done with P. Diddy, and I feel like she helped to groom him, and I feel like she was a vessel in the madness that this man was doing. Absolutely. But when I had to make fun of her wigs, it's just because the wig is actually insane. That's really it. Like, it's nothing malicious from my side. It's just that the wig is crazy. And I don't understand why she keeps doing this for the past 20 years of her life, because she's got all the money in the damn world. You can easily find something, great bundles, and, a good lace front. I don't understand what this wig is. It's just very confusing to me. When I was speaking to her, I had noticed that Christina Combs was not hiding under that wig, guys. So there was some kind of, I thought for a minute, is Auntie Christina in that wig? Because we need to figure this out. And so that's why I really went up. I stood up and I spoke to her when she passed by a table, because, where is she? Is she not under the wig? The security were patting down Janice's wig anyways. But, I did want to look up and close at the synthetic, and it was synthetic. I don't understand why I was wearing it. It was like a bright bleached orange kind of dye, and it was just very confusing. Then one of the other people said to her, "Oh, are you having a party tonight? Let's all get together. Let's have a party." She starts laughing. And then she says, "Well, look at you starting some shit." And that's basically what she said. And then other people are hugging her. And she said, she's just thanking these people who are hugging her and coming up to her, because she's passing throughout the whole cafeteria. She wants to be spoken to. She wants to be approached to. She's also very approachable. She likes these people congratulating her. I don't think she's had anybody heckle her or come up to her and confront her. Now, some people were saying to me, when I spoke about it, like, Murad, why wouldn't you confront her? Why the hell would I confront an 84-year-old woman in a courthouse where this could lead to the police coming in and me being kicked out? Like, why would I do that? Number one. Number two, I'm putting a hit on my back if I'm coming for the mother of this enterprise, of the Combs enterprise. It doesn't make any sense for me to do anything like that. It's completely stupid. Number three, journalists, content creators, media who want to try and get stories, you will speak to the other side, or you will speak to Diddy's family as much as you want, and you will remain neutral. Why? Because if you remain neutral, then you can get a story, because you can get conversations. So that is what my intent was, to really try and speak to Janice, find out what she was saying, where her head is at when it comes to this whole conversation, so that I can get a story from her. Not because I'm suddenly team Diddy and I'm team Mama Combs, team Janice. I don't know where people got that from. It just doesn't make any sense. Several journalists were speaking to Diddy's family. That doesn't mean that they are pro Diddy. It means they're trying to get a story. You have to remain neutral. I'm so sorry. Especially in person. That means you've been raised properly. I have been raised properly to conduct myself in a proper manner when I'm in the public. I don't need to sit here and, fight Janice Combs. Are you insane? That's absolutely ridiculous. And she was very happy about the verdict, and she kept saying, I'm bringing my baby home. I'm like, okay, Janice, I said, okay, Janice, but I'm sure you're happy. She said, yeah, I am. I'm very happy. Like, he's coming home tonight. She was so certain. And then she was talking to me, and she was complaining about her back hurting, saying, I've been sitting in the courthouse, my back is hurting, whatever. She was having these random conversations, and then she was walking around. There was another woman with her, right? And I had spoken to this woman on the way into the courtroom for the bail hearing. She was behind me as we were queuing up to give our phones in. And I was just talking to her, me being friendly, whatever. She seemed a little bit like she didn't want to talk to me. And she was like eyeing me up and down. I got that vibe from her straight away. I didn't know who she was. Only for me to find out that this woman was Diddy's publicist. And I was like, no wonder this woman does not like me. This woman, Diddy's publicist, I was told, knows every single YouTuber content creator that is coming to the courtroom, and knows those who have not been supportive of Diddy. Of course, I am one of those. Therefore, she gave me a bit of a cold response. She wasn't mean. She wasn't rude at all. But I could tell that she was being distant and a bit abrasive. And now I know why. It's because she obviously knows of my content, knows that I'm not supportive of Diddy. This is why I thought that Janice would be on my neck. But Janice didn't give a damn. She was actually quite friendly, and etc. But Yeah, it made me understand that Diddy's team definitely know of me. They definitely are watching me. And I've spoken to other content creators who have not been supportive of Diddy in the courtroom, and they've told me their stories about how Diddy's family have kind of done things to them in some kind of way, or watching them in some kind of way. And she definitely was watching me, had an eye on me, and was looking me up and down. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. And she was sitting on that table with Janice Combs. She was there at the front with the defense lawyers when they were giving their press conference. She was there when they arrived, talking to media in a blazer with hair up to here. So you might have recognized her if you've been watching the lives and watching the news and etc. She's been around. I had no idea that was Diddy's publicist. I was talking to her like she was the neighbor from down the street, and she's not the neighbor from down the street. She does not like me. I've definitely gathered that, and I can understand that. Janice and the wig, seeing it up front person, wow, was all I can really say. She has no friends because she was sitting on a full table of people, and not one of those heifers could tell to her, babes, you're coming to court, the eyes are on you, let's go down to the salon and fix you up. I don't understand why nobody wants to do that. It's not like she's heavily mobile. People can take her and sit her down and help fix her hair. I don't understand why she's in this position, because when I saw her, it wasn't even that bad. It was the day before when she was wearing that big one, that sideshow bob wig. And so it really is crazy. And I'm not going to feel bad about making fun of Janice's wig, considering the fact that in so many lawsuits, she's mentioned about how she helps Diddy maintain the abuse. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any sympathy for her. But obviously in the space that I'm speaking to her, I'm going to speak to her and be friendly, because not only have I been raised properly, but you need to be neutral in order to get a story so that I can sit here and speak to you guys. And I spoke to media about it as well, because they were quite intrigued that I was able to speak to Janice and just have a conversation. I think it's also quite interesting to have a conversation with any of Diddy's family in the courtroom. I think it's an experience that I will definitely remember for a very long time. It does not mean that I'm Team Diddy. Diddy's team does not like me. They don't want to talk to me. They don't the publicists and the assistants, whatever, they were not fucking with me at all. I don't blame them. It is what it is. That's what they believe. But best believe, just because I don't support somebody does not mean that I'm not going to speak to their people. I absolutely am, because I want a story. And that is how journalism and media works. And that's what you should be doing in order to get a story, so that you can use it and leverage it for whatever you want to leverage it for. That's how this world works, guys. Anyways, let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. I wanted to sit down and speak to you guys about seeing Janice live in the flesh. The wig was wigging. Christina was not in there. It was given sideshow bob. It was just a madness. It doesn't look great in person. Did not like it. She was excited about Diddy coming home. He never came home. And so she's back in her own home, waiting for her son, waiting for him to come back. I don't know why she was wearing sunglasses in the courtroom, because you can't even do that. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, guys. That's all you guys have to do. One click to subscribe. Please click that button, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Wow, man. That is crazy. I mean, God damn. So you mean to tell me that he said she was wigging? Oh my God. Yeah, I saw him down there, man, and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and play this song real quick. Shout out to everybody who heard the song. Shout out to everybody who hearing the song for the first time. Shout out to my enders, since this video is short. I'm trying to find ways to promote the song. I'm going to do videos for it and put it up on Facebook and Instagram and Spotify on its own. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Hey, here we go. Hey, yeah. Yeah. 1, 2. It was all a dream. This one goes out to everybody who suffered and made it through. It was all a dream. Whoa. I had a dream. Diddy walk free. Now everybody hiding what they said on IG. But I ain't run, I ain't changed my face. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal. And you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, I had a dream. Courtroom full of tears. The verdict came down and the man got cleared. All the headlines faded like they never cared. And all them folks that spoke up, they disappeared. But still, private accounts, deleted posts. Even bloggers went ghost like they seen a ghost. But not me, I stood up, heart full of fear. I told them face to face, you can't lie here. That girl was lying. We all seen the tape, and you apologize like that would fix the hate. You had it all. Jets, fame, God's grace, but you played it like a game and spit in his face. I had a dream, Diddy walk free. Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal, and you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Yeah, you got daughters, you got sons. What they gonna say when they learn what you did? Will they look away? We pray for baby love, but what about the rest? All this dirt, you left it on your family chest. You claimed you adopt her, gave the girl a home, but where she at now? Man, she all alone. Meanwhile, rumors fly and bodies burn and cars blow up while the world just turn. Pac and Biggie, the streets still blame. You say you innocent, but you carry that flame. And what the court say? You're good, you're clear. We the court of the people, and we all right here. I had a dream, Diddy walk free. Now everybody hiding what they said on IG, but I ain't run, I ain't changed my place. I looked that man right dead in his face. So what you did to that girl, disgrace. You got money, power, but you blew your place. We grinding down here just to see 1 meal, and you got heaven, but act like hell's real. Look here, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm hungry, man. I'm going to get something to eat. I done did 3 songs that I'm letting people hear little by little. Y'all check it out and everything, man. Support a brother. Let me know in the comments if you listen to the song, if you hung around that long. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.